Gnarly, dude. Hangton.
Alright. I don't know. I don't know where to take it from there.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Okay. It's been closet with you.
But
I mean, if we restarted it, I think I got an idea what I can start with.
fuck it, we might as well just continue.
Alright. So, welcome to Scream Bloody Music. I'm John.
Jesse.
And we're going to discuss some albums today.
Yep.
Two, actually.
Two of them.
Two in particular right now. So, we're going to start with a classic, Death's Scream Bloody Gore. You can see that a bit better. Yeah, so basically what it is this is the debut album of the death metal band Death. Yeah, I know, it's a creative name. And basically, fronted by the one and only Chuck Schuldiner. This album really is considered one of the first death metal albums. There's always a huge debate going on if it was either Possessed Seven Churches was the first death metal album, or this one. But personally, I believe that Possessed Seven Churches was more of a transitional album because it still had a lot more thrash elements inside it. What's your thoughts on it?
I'd kind of say the same thing, more or less. I mean, even though Possessed came out, way prior.
Yeah, way prior, but
almost 2 years.
It still felt like it was holding on to more of a thrash metal kind of perspective, So
but it was still given into whatever,
basically.
more or less, which isn't so bad.
Yeah, honestly, it's not too terrible. I'd probably say it's probably my favorite Death album. I'd say overall, I probably some of my favorite tracks around here. Like Zombie Ritual, Evil Dead.
Because shit. Even this is probably the first, death album that I've listened to. Because you got Zombie Ritual, Scream Bloody Gore, Evil Dead, which were some of the ones that people kind of know off of this, I believe.
Yeah, just about,
more or less.
Other than Symbolic, that was probably one of the few albums that I've probably given the full ears to. Which, is a little shame because, I've been trying to get to, spiritual healing and, leprosy and whatnot, because I've only listened to fragments of that.
Alright. Because, I like spiritual healing.
Spiritual healing was a really good one.
It was pretty good. Even with the reissues that they have. Because, this is a reissue.
This is the most recent reissue, actually.
And I have to say, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
With everything that they've done, come on, with the 3D cover.
Remastering it, having some, rehearsal...
Yeah,
some rehearsal tapes and then some original Florida sessions. And, what it is most, if you didn't know this, that most death metal originated, at least American death metal originated in Florida.
Yeah,
primarily Tampa and
Yeah.
Orlando. So, you had bands like Death, Obituary, Deicide, Morbid Angel. Those all kind of came from the Florida area, which is very weird. You'd think it'd come from a whole different area, but it turns out to be down south, where things get hot and heavy. Just like that album. That album's really hot and heavy.
What's really cool is, too, with it, Chuck plays a good portion of the album by himself.
Yeah, he does guitars, vocals, and bass. He's basically running the show by himself.
Yeah. With the one drummer, but
one drummer, but obviously.
But everything about this, I have to say, is pretty.
Yeah, personally, I feel that Chuck could have done the entire thing by himself. When you felt like Death was almost like a Chuck solo project.
Yeah.
He basically did. While he didn't do everything by himself, he was Death, and that's why once he died in 2001, the band just dropped because obviously you can't have Death without Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck is Death.
They're probably just going to run out of ideas anyway.
Yeah, and because Chuck was the mastermind.
He was the one that was running the whole thing.
Exactly.
So, but what's really cool is with the reissue is with everything that's in it is pretty cool with the pictures and got the lyrics
and whatnot.
You got pictures that of different things of memorabilia more or less.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is just really cool. It's really
they're
cool.
They're really trying to keep Chuck's image of death metal alive almost. They're trying to keep them very relevant, which in the metal circle is still fairly relevant, but I almost felt like kind of like old school death metal died with Chuck.
Yeah, more or less. But I mean, still, this is just a really cool piece of music to own, more or less, no matter what. I mean, if it's reissue or not.
Reissue or not, it's still getting the goodness that Chuck had put into the actual album itself.
Yeah. I mean, shit, it's a really cool band. But overall, I mean, fuck, I really need to get myself a copy.
Exactly. You know, you can go to your local music store, like usually, like an FYE, you can usually pick it up for $9.99, approximately.
Order it offline.
Order offline if you have to. Just get this album. It's fantastic.
It's definitely something to listen to.
It's definitely something that you need to listen to. Especially, it's also like if you're not into death metal, you're just kind of on the fence. This is a good intro album overall, I'd say. If you want to get into it,
it's a beauty.
It's a beauty, you know.
So,
thank you. And that's Scream Bloody Gore Death. So up next,
I have one now.
Yes.
I have Michael Graves' first album. If it's kind of being seen clearly, I actually have Punk Rock Is Dead, which was the debut album right after he left the Misfits to join, and make his own band Graves, and after that dissolved, he went solo. And I have to say, this is a really good transitional album because
considering, after he was just freshly kicked out of the Misfits after doing American Psycho and Famous Monsters. Seems like it was going good. And now he's gone, and you know, really good for a transitional album. Because sometimes it takes years and years to make a bounce back after dropping out of a band. But you know, of course, that's been proved to be false from time to time. For example, with Dave Mustaine forming Megadeth soon after being kicked out of Metallica.
What's really cool is that Michael went straight, instead of going and doing something else, kind of like what Graves was. Because Graves wasn't actually like a punk, was a punk band, but it wasn't a horror punk band like the Misfits. It wasn't.
It wasn't
like this.
Much.
It wasn't anything associated with any of that. But I mean, what's really cool is Punk Rock Is Dead embodies what he was doing with the Misfits more or less, and then some.
I agree.
So, because I mean, you had Earth vs. Spider, Godzilla, Punk Rock Is Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Beware, Teenage Monster, which were just...
So it almost felt like it was kind of going almost off, like, continuing from when he left, like, or after Famous Monsters. It almost felt like he was
pretty much
not done yet with his ideas that he brought to the table, almost.
Pretty much. It was just a continuation of that in a way, and stuff like that.
Under his own brand.
Yeah. And it was a really cool booklet with, different colored song titles and lyrics and stuff like that for some. And I mean, this album actually has most of his popular songs on it and stuff like that. Because I've seen Graves. I mean, they fucking go nuts for this shit. They really do for this album. I mean, what's really cool is the cover artwork, that CD artwork is him and his face. I mean, shit. There's that.
And he just loves his face. Especially with his paint. He can't get enough of that paint.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really cool. I mean, it's kind of a... This item now is kind of a collector's item, more or less, John.
Really?
Because it can't really be found unless it's on Amazon or eBay.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And these are quickly bought up, though.
Yeah, I would assume so, yeah. Like you're more likely to find digital than you are physical, which is common with some things. Unless you're looking for Smash Mouth All-Star, then you get, or like Astro Lounge, you're gonna find that like at any thrift store around every corner. It is a necessity to have at least one copy of Smash Mouth's Astro Lounge.
But
this is the complete opposite, of course.
But what's really cool is I'm going to share this with you guys and with you. Is that when I met Michael at his acoustic show back last July, I actually brought this with me, and the guy that he had with him at the merch table actually said to me when I handed Michael the booklet, and he's just like, "Wow, I've never seen one of these before." It's like I didn't know these really existed.
Yeah,
because you don't find much more of these anymore.
Considering,
more or less.
He probably made a limited amount of copies because his audience was so small.
Well, yeah,
it still sort of is now. Considering more people have preferred Danzig over Graves, if we're talking like once dropping out of the Misfits and having a solo project.
Well, yeah, and those are all the assholes, but not many people are open-minded about it all.
Just like, Danzig.
But I mean, like this. I mean, because mine's signed But if I ever sold this, I mean, I could probably get a good chunk out of it.
But I wouldn't imagine anytime soon you'd want to sell it.
Oh, fuck no.
Exactly.
Fuck no.
Maybe you're in desperate need of finance.
Well, because I illegally downloaded some of these. And some of the songs, but when I found the CD, and I found it for a good affordable price on Amazon, I had to jump on it. I really had to.
Because if you don't jump on it immediately, as soon as you see it, man, you're too slow, you lose it.
Well, it's not only that.
It's always the case for certain things like that. I mean,
well, it was also at a reasonable price because a lot of the early Michael Graves stuff goes for a lot of money.
Because it's not as much out there anymore.
Well, not only that is that only so much of it was made. That was the thing
limited
too.
Copies, yeah.
So, but I was lucky enough to find one of these and everything else, and in such good shape. For, probably under $10.
Oh, for sure, yes.
I had more under, maybe even under 5. Can't remember. It's been quite a while.
Quite a bit.
And I just had to get it. Just had to. It's one of those things I couldn't pass up on.
It's a must.
It's Michael fucking Graves, man.
It's a must.
It's my child.
It's your child.
It's my child.
Oh, it's
my child.
All right.
I value everything that I got. Especially when it comes to Hard to Find items.
Of course.
So,
you're a collector, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's all we got for
today.
That's all. Thank you for tuning in to Scream Bloody Music. I'm John.
Jesse.
And we'll catch you later on the next episode.